My name is Christopher Lee. I am 28 years old. Born and raised in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. There is a program that I'm associated with, which is ARC, which is the Southeast Mississippi, and is dealing with kids with various disabilities. And I've been with them ever since I was 10 years old. And so actually growing up in school, I had learning disability and stuff like that, and it was kind of hard for me with my learning process. So I knew I had a learning disability, but I didn't know exactly what it was. And so when they did test me and they wrote it down on a piece of paper, but they didn't exactly explain what my disability was or even help me to try to focus on helping me with my disability or to apply myself with the tools that I have with my disability. So I knew I went to started to go to CDL school at PRCC, and I obtained my CDL, and I went out on the road for a few years. And recently this year I came back home and said I wanted to do something different, and I wanted to go into a new career field, but in order for me to do that, I know that I would need more education background. And so I decided to enroll at Jones, and so I completed the education program there. But while I was in the education program, I said I knew that I had problems in public school, so that I knew I was going to have problems in college. And so I said, well, let me see exactly what my disability is. And so I went to calling around, and so someone had finally led me here to the School of DuBard. And so after they tested me and I got enrolled, they told me I had dyslexia. And so now that I'm enrolled, I'm doing their outpatient program, and it has tremendously helped me throughout my life and even through school. And I commend Erica for helping me too, for even throughout. This is my first year actually in college, and so I really thought it was going to be terrifying, but it really wasn't. I really am enjoying myself. In public school, my difficulty was reading, comprehending, asking questions after I've read the paragraph. In school, I had an IEP, and so what they had a person to actually come in with because I was still with the normal kids or whatever, right? And so they actually had another teacher to come in and help us, kids like us that were struggling in our academics. But that really didn't play a part for me, because it wasn't like a one-on-one. She was there helping a whole bunch of kids at once, and so it's easy for anybody to fall through the cracks. And so I don't think that I really had that help along in public school. But here at the school, at the School of DuBard, I'm actually getting the one-on-one training that I need, and I'm actually seeing the progress made as I go forth. The tools that I'm being taught that I could use is how to pronounce, to say the word whenever it's in a certain way, because we know there's rules and regulations. So if there's a rule that you're supposed to say it this way, if there's a vowel right before it or whatever, it lets me know how to say it and how to pronounce it. And then I can go and slowly say it to myself, so my brain would know what I'm saying as I read it. Not a lot of people know that there are places out here that will help you. You don't have to be in school. You could be a grown adult, and they will help you. And after I got my paperwork and my accommodations that I needed to submit to school, there was the reading test that I had failed at Jones when I was trying to get my GED. And I had failed it twice right before the paper came in saying that I can get extra time, whatever, and I had to submit that paperwork. And after I submitted that paperwork a week later, and I got that extra time, because you need a 145 on the GED test, but I kept making 142, and then I made a 142 on the second round too, so that can be very frustrating. And so I kept running out of time at the last minute, and so I was like 10 questions. Those 10 questions could be very valuable. And so after I submitted my accommodations and I got the extra time, I passed the reading test and then the math test just like that. So now I am at Jones full time. I'm going for radiology, and this is my first semester, and it is almost over with. I'm very grateful for the School of DuBard. I really am, because it has helped me in my adulthood and along this journey. It has provided tools that now that I am equipped with, that I'm able to use to help me on my day-to-day journey.